Haribol, Hare Krishna. Welcome to today's Sunday program, all the devotees. So today is the 8th of August, and it was a special day as we were celebrating, Iskcon was celebrating London Rath Yatra today. So we do have a special video. I'd like to thank Anil later for actually finding a lovely video of Srila Prabhupada, and it was probably set in the 1970s when Srila Prabhupada had started London Rath Yatra there. So we'll be seeing that later. So today's program will start off with Srila Prabhupada Aarti by Jai Radhe, and then the special video of Srila Prabhupada London Rath Yatra, followed by our Bhajan and Kirtan section. They will be done by Satyanandan Prabhu and Sudarshan and Didiksha and Ishani Mataji. Then we have a special class by Pranava Prabhu and Javada Madhav. And then we'll follow on with Aarti by Gurbani and Nimai, and then finish off with Nrsingadev prayers by Anil. So we'll have a few special announcements to make during the program, which I'll let you know later on. But let's go over to the temple now with Srila Prabhupada Aarti. Thank you. Okay, Jai Radhe, you can start. Thank you.
Okay. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Bandhamui Savadana Mate Bandhamui Savadana Mate Yahara Prasade Bhai E Bhavatoriya Yahai Krishna Prapti Ho Yaha Hoite Krishna Prapti Ho Yaha Hoite Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Jitete Koriya Kya Arana Koriyo Mane Asha Arana Koriyo Mane Asha Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Utama Gati Ye Prasade Pure Sarva Asha Ye Prasade Pure Sarva Asha चक्षुदान दिलो ये जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो प्रेम भक्ति यहाँ होते अविद्या विनाशयते वेदिकाय यहाँ रचरितो वेदिकाय यहाँ रचरितो श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आत्म जनारा बंधु लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना हाँ हाँ प्रभु करो दया देह मोरे पद छाया हाँ हाँ प्रभु करो दया देह मोरे पद छाया एबे यसा कुश त्रिभुवाना एबे यसा कुश त्रिभुवाना दुई पदे लेला शरणा दुई पदे लेला शरणा शीला प्रभुपाद पतित पवाना शीला प्रभुपाद पतित पवाना जय प्रभुपादा 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल 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 श्री प्रभुपाद की जय श्री गुरु महाराज की जय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल
Jai Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Jai Radhe. Thank you very much for that.
Thank
I hope
you.
You're keeping well.
Thank you. Just walked in the door from work.
Oh, thank you for the lovely
and logged
service.
in and went
That's
straight
really
up
nice.
to the
Thank
temple
you for
room.
starting off today's. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you for starting today's Sunday program. That's really lovely.
Thank you very much.
So, yeah, thank you. We'll go on. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. So now we'll go on to a special rare clip of Srila Prabhupada, and it's a 1974 clip of London Rath Yatra. So you'll see Srila Prabhupada there and all the devotees in the early days of Iskcon London Rath Yatra. As I mentioned earlier, today was also London Rath Yatra. It was such a nice opportunity to watch it live, being streamed by Mypro TV and YouTube. So thank you to all the devotees who made us, feel part of the program, even though we weren't able to be there. So that's very nice. So I'll just share the clip now. So enjoy this video. Hare Krishna.
Krishnastu Bhagavan Sam. And in the Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna explains himself, Aham sarvasya prabhava. I am the origin of everyone. Matta sarvang pravartate. Everything emanates from me, all the energies. Just like from the sun globe, the energies are coming out incessantly, just like flows of water. and everything is being created in this material world through the sun sign. Similarly, the shining principle which is emanating from Krishna, which is known as Brahma Jyoti, is the origin of everything. So, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So this Krishna science is a very great science, and Bhagavad Gita explains this Krishna science very nicely, the origin of everything, and we should take advantage of this great book of knowledge, Bhagavad Gita. It is already known in your country, Bhagavad Gita. There are many editions, but unfortunately sometimes Bhagavad Gita is misinterpreted and people are misled to understand the origin. Therefore, we have the opportunity to publish the Bhagavad Gita as it is. We have entrusted the matter to Messrs. Macmillan Company. They are going to publish the book next month. So try to understand Bhagavad Gita as it is, without any interpretation. Then you will understand the origin. So the process of understanding Bhagavad Gita is very nicely stated in the Bhagavad Gita itself. And in our disciplic succession, the Sarvagoswami, the 6 Goswamis, of whom I offered a prayer in the beginning, Bande Rupa Sanatano Raghujugo Sri Jiva Gopalako. So, we are publishing another book, Teachings of Lord Chaitanya. So, the printing is complete. That book also will come next month. So, I shall request some of you to read the teachings to Lord, teaching to Sanatana Goswami. Now, this Sanatana Goswami, he was formerly known as David Khan. He was born in a high aristocratic family, Brahmin family, and he was finance minister in the government of Nawab Hussain Shah, the then Bengal governor of Bengal. And it is about 500 years ago, India was governed by the Pathans, Muslims, and in Bengal the governor was known as Nawab Hussain Shah. Under his government, this David Khan was Minister of Finance, and his brother also, Shakar Malik, he was also a departmental minister. So both the brothers were in very high position. They were great scholars in Sanskrit and Farsi, Urdu. Farsi, Urdu, no, the language spoken in Arabia, in that part of the world. So they were very good scholars and born in very aristocratic family and associated with rich men, aristocratic persons, because they were ministers, no ordinary person could mix with them. So that was their position. And when they met Lord Chaitanya, they decided to retire from the service and propagate the movement of Lord Chaitanya, Krishna consciousness.
Hare Krishna. So that's actually part one of a two-part video. So Srila Prabhupada does continue his class further on about the six Goswamis and how important their literature is. But that the scene that Anil had chosen from the video, it was just so amazing to see how Srila Prabhupada has started this Rath Yatra in the 1970s. He brought it over from Bharat, from India, and this festival, and then watching the same festival today, it was just amazing. The same lions were there, Trafalgar Square is still there, and Srila Prabhupada would have walked, the same roads, the same streets. He would have been in, he was there in Trafalgar Square, and now, years and years later, we're still celebrating in the same vicinity. And I don't know if you noticed, one of the devotees was, it looked so easily, like he was carrying Balaramji up the ladder onto the chariot, and he did it. It looked so easy without any effort. It was just amazing how Prabhupada got all these devotees, Western devotees, so attracted to Krishna consciousness, brought over these festivals. And then when you saw later on in the video, Srila Prabhupada was coming along in the car, and we're so used to seeing, obviously now there's a Prabhupada deity always at the front in the car, and then you watch that back and you think, actually that's really Srila Prabhupada sitting in the car in real life. It's just amazing. So it was just an amazing, lovely video to see, and it linked today with the Rath Yatra. So that was really nice to take Srila Prabhupada's darshan. So now I think we'll move on to the Kirtan section. We will be hearing Kirtans today from Sachidanand Prabhu from the temple, and if they're ready, we can switch over to the temple, followed by Sudarshan and Diksha, and then Ishani Mataji. So I'll just bring on Sachidanand Prabhu from the temple. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Jai Prabhupada. So I'm going to sing Radha Krishna Pranamod Jugal Kishore. Is this okay?
Hare Krishna, yes, that's beautiful. Thank you.
Radha Krishna Pranamod Jugal Kishore. Radha Krishna Pranamod Jugal Kishore. Jivane marane goti ar nahi mo. Jivane marane goti ar nahi mo. Radha Krishna prano moro Jugal Kishore. Radha Krishna prano Jugal Kishore. Kalindira phule keli karambero bhan. Kalindira phule keli karambero bhan. Ratano vedirayupa Vasavodhujan. Ratano vedirayupa Vasavodhujan. Samagori ange devo Chandanero gandha. Samagori ange devo Chandanero gandha. Samara dhulamo kabe Heriva mukha chanda. Samara dhulamo kabe Heriva mukha Krishna prana mora Jugala Kishore Radha Krishna prana mora Jugala Kishore Gandhi Amaloti Mara Diva Johar Gale Gandhi Amaloti Mara Diva Johar Gale Adhare Tuliya Divo Karpurata bole Adhare tuliya divo Karpurata bole Lalita Vishakhayadi Jata Sakhi Vrinda Lalita Vishakhayadi Jata Sakhi Vrinda Agaya Karivo Shiva Karanaravinda Agaya Karivo Shiva Karanaravinda Radha Krishna prana mora Jugala Kishore Radha Krishna prana mora Jugala Kishore Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasher Anudan Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasher Anudan Sevayo Vilasho Kare Naratamodar Sevayo Vilasho Kare Naratamodar Radha Krishna prana mora Jugala Kishore Jivane marane gati ar nahi mo Jivane marane gati ar nahi mo Radha Krishna prana mora Jugala Kishore Radha Krishna prana mora Jugala Kishore Jai Ho.
Very well. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Sachinandan Prabhu, for that wonderful, wonderful bhajan.
Thank you.
You must be excited that Janmashtami will be coming up. How do you feel about that?
I'm getting excited. Yeah. I started preparing for Janmashtami as well. So that's
Yeah. No, it's lovely because you really, put a lot of effort into the thoughts of the decoration and how, the deities will look on the day, and it's quite a busy time for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing as there's few devotees helping me. Like Dinesh Prabhu is helping me so much. He does. And the Pranab will start coming. Vidrani Mataji, they help me so much.
That's lovely. So you can see the work has already started behind the scenes. Devotees are getting together. They're already thinking about what decoration, what clothes for the deities. I believe are the new clothes for the deities this year.
Sorry?
Will we having new clothes for the deities this year?
Clothes? No, I didn't get it yet actually.
Are there going to be new clothes for the deities?
Oh yes, you ordered. Yeah, as I was saying, I said, so it's ordered, but I haven't come yet.
Yeah, so it's a special. So it's I believe it's 125th year of Srila Prabhupada, isn't it? The anniversary this year. So the deities will be getting new clothes on the altar. They're being made actually from Vrindavan itself, specially. And Sachinanda Dajan will be gifted a new set of clothes. So this Janmashtami is going to be really, really special. So thank you to all the devotees who already started putting in all the hard work. Thank you, Sachinanda Prabhu. We'll see you again next week. Thank you for that. So yeah, Janmashtami is this year on a bank holiday, and a bank holiday Monday. So we're hoping to get a lot of we're hoping to get a lot of interest for Janmashtami. And there's a special event that will be taking place. So the management have just posted a announcement on the WhatsApp temple group. I don't know if many of you have read it yet, but there will be a pre-Janmashtami fundraising event that will be going on. Now, this took place last year, I believe, and it went down so successfully. This event was booked up so fast that the deities, Sachinanda Dajan, will be doing home visits to the devotees who will be inviting them. So this pre-Janmashtami fundraising event really helped the temple. So the deities will be actually going around to devotees' homes, where the devotees can actually perform personal arati to them. They can cook bhoga items and actually offer them when the deities come to their homes. They can invite the friends and family according to how comfortable you feel with the COVID going on. And I remember last year, I believe Geshav got so excited, he invited all of his family to the home, and it was such a nice event. And he actually shared with me some of the personal feelings that he had, and it was so nice to hear the devotees having this personal exchange with the deities. So this visit will actually be happening either one weekend before or near the Janmashtami weekend, and that will be confirmed shortly, depending on volunteers for doing the service. So last year, this fundraising event gave transcendental joy to all those who participated. So if you would like to be one of those devotees who'd like to invite the deities to your homes, please do contact one of the senior devotees, get your slot booked. It's only happening over one weekend. So this is your chance to sponsor the visit. The minimum donation is, as last year, £108 for the temple. It's a fundraising event, just a reminder, and first come, first serve basis. So it will be visits around locally, so like Birmingham, Hinckley, Coventry, Rugby, so places that are easily achieved to visit during this time, as it is a weekend and it's a tight schedule. The drivers have to navigate around to the devotees' homes, and then they'll be there for about 10-15 minutes depending on the time that they have. So it's quite a jam-packed event, but it's a fantastic event. I remember this happening here last year, and it's really, really personal. So anybody who's interested, please contact one of the devotees and you can get your slot booked. So thank you for that. Thank you, Sachinanda Prabhu, for your kirtan and sharing the bhajan with us, getting ready for Janmashtami. That's really nice. So we'll now go on to Sudarshan and Diksha. Are you online for some kirtan and bhajans? Here's the family. Hare Krishna. How are you? Nice to see you all. Are you okay?
Yes, how are you?
I believe the kids are on summer holidays. Are you doing anything nice?
No.
No, we're not
No?
doing anything.
No, that's all right. So actually, the kids next week are going to be quite busy, I believe, because next
Yeah.
Sunday is going to be a special Sunday program, all delivered by the Sunday school Bal Gopal kids. So we're keeping you busy. They're preparing for that. They've been preparing for the last couple of weeks, so they'll have something really special for you all next week. But now we'll just go over to you both for Kirtan. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madhava Shri Govinda Gopinatha Kunda Radha Kunda Vardha Shamakunda Radhakunda Giri Govardhana Kalintija Muna Jaya Jaya Bhava Kalintija Muna Jaya Jaya Keshikata Vamsihata Radhashakana Keshikata Vamsihata Radhashakana Jaha Sabha Lila Kaino Srinatananda Jahanama Lila Koilo Shinatananda Jaya Shoda Jaya Jaya Gopaga Shinataya Shoda Jaya Jaya Gopaga Jaya Shoda Jaya Jaya Gopaga Shinataya Shoda Jaya Jaya Gopaga Shri Ramaji Jaya Jaya Vatsaga Shri Ramaji Jaya Jaya Vatsaga Jaya Kirtidasundhari Jaya Vrishabhanu Jaya Kirtidasundhari Jaya Purnamasi Jaya Abhinanagari Jaya Purnamasi Jaya Abhinanagari Jaya Jaya Gopishwara Vrindavanama Jaya Jaya Gopishwara Vrindavanama Jaya Jaya Krishna Sakha Bhatuji Jara Jaya Jaya Krishna Sakha Bhatuji Jara Jaya Rama Bhatta Jaya Rohini Nanda Jaya Rama Bhatta Jaya Rohini Nanda Jaya Jaya Vrindavasi Jata Jaya 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 Vrindavana Bhakti Jata Jaya Jaya Bhakti Jaya Rasa Kanyaga Jaya Jaya Bhakti Jaya Naga Kanyaga Bhakti Teja Hara Pailo Govinda Charana Bhakti Teja Hara Pailo Govinda Charana Rasa Mandala Jaya Jaya Radha Shyam Shri Rasa Mandala Jaya Jaya Radha Shyam Shri Rasa Mandala Jaya Jaya Radha Shyam Shri Rasa Mandala Jaya Jaya Radha Shyam Jaya Jaya Rasa Lila Sarva Manora Jaya Rasa Lila Sarva Manora Jaya Jala Rasa Sarva Sarva Rasa Sa Jaya Jaya Jala Rasa Sarva Rasa Sa Parakiya Bhave Jaha Braj Prachar Parakiya Bhave Jaha Krishna Dase Kohe Nam Sankirtan Dina Krishna Dasa Kohe Nam Sankirtan Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Shri Govinda Shri Govinda Gopinatha Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madhava Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madhava Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madhava Shri Govinda Gopinatha Hare Krishna.
Yay, Hare Krishna, Hare Bol, thank you very much. That really transported us, back to Vrindavan, although we can't be there, but it's such a nice meditation and it's such a nice glorification encompassing everything, about Radha Krishna and the Holy Vrindavan Dham. So it's really nice, Bhajan, thank you, following on from Sachinandan Prabhu's. So I'd like to ask Diksha, what are you excited for Janmashtami?
Wait.
Are you shy? What are you excited for? Are you going to cook Krishna lots of new dishes? Yeah, and you're helping, I think you're helping your father, helping in the temple with the decoration. So you're very, very lucky, yeah? That'll be nice. And Sudarshan's already working on the poster. He's already sending me drafts. And so you're going to be ready for the Balgopal program next Sunday? You're going to say a few things there as well?
Yeah.
Both of you, yeah? Good. I'm sure everyone will look forward to that. And thank you, Satyamataji. Thank you for, raising two beautiful children, nice devotees. So really nice to hear from you all. Thank you. And now we'll go over to Ishani Mataji and Prem Prakash Prabhu. So they also sing very beautifully. They have a really nice setup at home. And it's always a joy to hear them and listen to them.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Bol Prabhuji, Ram Jai. Nice to hear you, nice to see you all. So what have you got for us today?
It's a very beautiful bhajan, Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite.
Oh, lovely, nice Radha Krishna glorification. Okay, I'll leave it to you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. So, it is especially for Jagannath today because it's Rath Yatra going on. I mean, it's been over now, but it was Rath Yatra in London today. So, just glorifying Radharani. Please join us for Kirtans. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite. 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 Gokul Taruni Mandal Mahite. Gokul Taruni Mandal Mahite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite. दामोदरति वर्धन वेशे दामोदरति वर्धन वेशे हरि निष्कट वृंदा विपिनेशे हरि निष्कट वृंदा विपिनेशे बोलो राधे जय जय माधव दैते बोलो राधे जय जय माधव दैते विश्वानुदधिनव शशिलेखे विश्वानुदधिनव शशिलेखे ललिता सखी गुण रमित विशाखे ललिता सखी गुण रमित विशाखे बोलो राधे जय जय माधव दैते राधे जय जय माधव दैते राधे जय जय माधव दैते बोलो राधे जय जय माधव दैते करुणां करुमयि करुणां धरिते करुणां करुमयि करुणां धरिते सनातन वर्णित चरिते सनक सनातन वर्णित चरिते सनक सनातन वर्णित चरिते सनक सनातन वर्णित चरिते बोलो राधे जय जय माधव दैते बोलो राधे जय जय माधव दैते हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare. Bolo bolo, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Bolo bolo, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna. Jai Jagannath, Jai Baldeva, Jai Subhadra Maharani ki Jai, Hare Krishna, Radha Madhav ki Jai.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. That was really nice. A really nice, rendition of that bhajan. I've never heard it before, so it's lovely. Thank you very much. So what are you looking forward to for Janmashtami?
Sorry, Mataji.
What are you looking forward to for Janmashtami coming up?
Yeah, Janmashtami. It's I have planned a surprise.
Oh, fantastic.
Hopefully, I'm practicing something. Let's see if I can get through.
Yeah, no, we'll look forward to that, because I remember the one that you did on Nashinga Chatudarshi. That was fantastic, really amazing video, and the music, the song was so good, the words were brilliant. So we really look forward to hearing what's next from you, what you'll be producing. And I believe you're also helping the children, then Balgopal, you'll be helping them with a new bhajan for next week.
Yes, I'll try my best, Mataji. I'm just working on that. We are working on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll be really nice. I think the children will be, excited to learn something new. So let's try and go for it. Yeah. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So now over to class. So we'll be honored now to hear Pranavadas Prabhu. He is a disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Swarup Damodara Swami Maharaj. He's a lovely devotee, and also head Pujari. He's also been working hard, already arranging for Janmashtami, I believe. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, yes. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
So we'll be excited, and to see what you have planned and what you have planned in store for this year's festival. Your decoration is always, fantastic, with all the help of the other devotees. And there are new dresses coming over from Vrindavan. I believe you've already chosen them.
Yes. Yeah, we are all excited. We selected some. Till they arrive, we don't know how they look like on the Lordship. So we are all excited to see them when they come. And then, yeah, as you mentioned, that this is the biggest festival of the year. So we are all excited to serve the Lordships. And you said I am decorating it, but it's all comes up by all the devotees who are participating, and then it's Lord's mercy and His desire how He wants to appear on that day. Yeah. So we plan so many things, nothing works, and finally whatever He wants is what takes place.
No, that's very nice. That's very true. Thank you for that. So we're looking forward to hearing about your class today. We'll be inspired to hear from you. So you'd like to start off with Radha Madhav and then go into the class. And if anyone has any questions or comments, please post them in the chat below. Thank you. Over to Pranava Prabhu.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी विजन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजना यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजना यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधवा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजना यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जय राधा गोकुल नंद राधा गोकुल नंद राधे जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा जय सच्चिनंदन जय निताय सच्चिनंदन जय निताय सच्चिनंदन जय सच्चिनंदन जय निताय सच्चिनंदन जय निताय Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada,
Jaya
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Jai Radha Madhav ki jai. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai. Sachidanitai Chand Jai Gaura Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Avadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. And the last Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita Adatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna. Today I have been asked to give the class. Actually, to be on Vyasapit or to give a lecture, at least there should be at least one qualification is required. Either I should be a good devotee to do that, or I should be a good presenter to present the content. But I don't have any of those. But because I have been instructed and have been asked to do this service for the pleasure of devotees, I am trying to do this. I hope I won't make any mistakes and I can serve you in a better way. So I will share my screen. So I have chosen this sloka. So I have chosen this sloka to focus and tell the association, the importance of taking association of devotees. I will just start. I'll read the sloka first, and then the translation and the purport. So Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7 and verse 28. Yesham tva antagatam papam jnananam punyakarmanam te dvanda moha nirmukta bhajante mam dradavrata. Yesham tvanta adam papam jnananam punyakarmanam te dvanda moha nirmukta bhajante mam dradavrata. To translation by Srila Prabhupada. Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, and whose sinful actions are completely eradicated or free from dualities of delusion, and they engage themselves in my service with determination. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Those eligible for elevation to the transcendental position are mentioned in this verse. For those who are sinful, atheistic, foolish, and deceitful, it is very difficult to transcend the dualities of desire and hate. Only those who have passed their lives in practicing regulative principles of religion, who have acted piously, and who have conquered sinful actions can adopt devotional service and gradually rise to the pure knowledge of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then gradually they can meditate in trance on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the process of being situated on the spiritual platform. This is elevation is possible in Krishna consciousness in association of pure devotees. For in the association of great devotees, one can be delivered from delusion. So here the 4 people who can't take devotional process or who doesn't surrender to Krishna, and 4 people who surrender to Krishna being mentioned. And the 4 people who have surrendered to Krishna, in the sense they have inclined towards Krishna, but unless they come in association with the pure devotee and take association of pure devotee, there is no possibility of Krishna consciousness. So for them to elevate to Krishna consciousness, they definitely need association of pure devotees. It is stated, so it's been confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam also. It is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam that if one actually wants to be liberated, he must render service to the devotees. But one who associate with materialistic people on the path leading to darkest region of existence. All the devotees of the Lord traverse this earth just to render the conditioned souls for their delusion. The impersonalists do not know that forgetting their constitutional position as subordinate to Supreme Lord is the greatest violation of God's law. Unless one is reinstated to his own constitutional position, it is not possible to understand the Supreme Personality or to be fully engaged in transcendental loving service with determination. So, here again, the Srimad Bhagavatam is confirming and re-emphasizing that we should render service to devotees. So we can render service only with association, right? By association, you will understand how to serve the devotees, what they like and what they would expect from us. So we can do that only by taking the association. Once you start taking association, then you know what a pure devotee likes and what devotees like, what their mission is. That's when you can serve them. So again, the association has been emphasized here. And the other point here that we need to note is the devotees of the Lord, they traverse this earth just to recover the conditioned souls from their delusion. So there are so many devotees who are there in this world with us, such that they can recover us from the conditioned life. We may not be able to identify them, so we have to be educated. We need jnana chakshu. Chakshus, the eyes of a jnani. So we should have that knowledge to see and understand them, and then take their association such that we can be recovered from our conditioned life and from our delusion. And again here, other important point that is mentioned, the impersonalists do not know that forgetting this constitutional position. So our constitutional position is to be servant, right? We are the servant of the Lord, and we are servant of the Vaishnavas as well. So the impersonalists say that there is a absolute the what you call, there's a light there, and then we all get merged into that. So they don't consider Krishna as a form, and we need to serve after we merge into uh, that light, or impersonal Brahman. So for them, because they are not they are not able to know their position, it is a violation of God's law. That's the greatest offense. So we are learning this from Namamrita also, and it's been coming many places that considering Krishna doesn't have form is a greatest offense. So I will get into slides which I have prepared. Most probably I will go through them in a better way. So here it's been mentioned who are the four people who can who takes the shelter of Krishna, and those who doesn't surrender to Krishna. So the people you see on the left hand side, they are the people who actually surrender. So Artha, the distressed person, you can see this guy has broken his leg, and then children are teasing him or troubling him. And then we have Ardharthi, one who desires material gain. So this guy is in need of money, and then he is looking towards Krishna to get relief. And then Jignasu, the inquisitive. So the inquisitive is the person who sees the temple, he wants to know what's happening in the temple, what devotees does, what is Shastra all about. So the inquisitive is the person who wants to know what's happening, what is this all about. And then Jnani. Jnani is the person who wants to know the knowledge of the absolute truth. So when you say absolute truth, it might not be the supreme personality of Godhead. He mostly be talking about the impersonal Brahman there. So Jnani is he's after the knowledge, so but he may not be towards Krishna. So these people will come to temple or try to know about God and all. So these are all people who we can consider as pious, and then they try to surrender to Krishna. And we have on right hand side people who are Driskritina. So these are all Driskriti people who doesn't surrender to Krishna. These are miscreants. So Mudas, who are uh, grossly foolish. So they think that by working very hard they can earn, and then earn or make their life very comfortable, and then they keep on working hard thinking that's the way of life. And then we see Naradhamas, lowest of mankind, uncivilized, so they not even follow the civilized rules, whatever the state rules, and they don't even follow that, they behave their own way. And then we have Maya Aparita Jnana. So these people are really, they appear to be very knowledgeable. It's like more modern scientists who deny the God is there. They think whatever they have acquired, that is the real knowledge, and they think that is all is the actual truth. So they don't surrender, or they don't consider scriptures have the knowledge, and then they should surrender to that, or try to understand or learn from the Shastra. And the fourth type of people are those who openly declare that they don't accept God. They are Asuram Bhavam Asritaha, they are Asuras. So they themselves declare that we don't accept God, or they themselves declare themselves as God. So these are the four type of people. Right hand side we have, there is no way they can come to Krishna consciousness unless a pure devotee be very merciful, and then try to preach them, and then make their mind, or soften their mind and heart to surrender to Krishna. So that is very rarely that happens, and the pure devotees and devotees in Iskcon also, they try to preach, going out by distributing books and all. So by that, if somebody takes the advantage of their association, then there is a way they may get into Krishna consciousness, which is very rare. But the people on the left hand side who are Sukritina, if they are already in the path, but if they don't take the association of devotees, then getting Krishna consciousness is very difficult. So going to the next slide. So here I'm just taken what Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is saying, how normal materialistic people are. Like they they take a birth in the material life, and then they will, once they come to year 5, and so they start schooling, and then they get into degree colleges, and then they get their degrees. And then here is the main problem starts. I mean, the trouble is always there, but once they get degrees, they start thinking they have got all the knowledge, uh, and then that nescience make them bind to the three modes of material nature. So three modes of material nature are sattva, tamo, and rajoguna. So everybody is bind by them. So you can see two people there. One is a master and one is servant. Either you are leading people or making somebody work under you, or the people who are working. Both are bound by these Deviya Gunamai. So these three gunas, Krishna says, 7th chapter 14th verse, that all people are under his uh, gunas, three gunas, and so they are all conditioned by these three gunas. So the people mostly who are not, this is general scenario I'm talking about, those people who are born and brought up in Krishna consciousness, they know what's happening, and then they try to surrender to Krishna during all their studies and all. But this is a general scenario where people are like this. So it's like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur are saying, those people are who are very much puffed up with the science, the materialistic studies, they are all conditioned like this by the three gunas. But now but we are all like that, right? Most of us are like that, or the entire 99% of the population is like that. Now we need to know what is the solution. The Krishna is giving a solution where he is mentioning we are all conditioned like this by these three gunas. In the same verse he says, this divine energy of mind, consisting of three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome. He says it's very difficult to overcome, but at the same time, he says, those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. So, but people who surrender, Krishna says in this verse, that we can easily get through of this situation. And when you come to 18th chapter, again he talks about the surrender. He says, if you surrender, then he will take away all our sins. So if you see the verse which we have just gone through, we are supposed to get rid of our sins as well to get into devotional path. So if we surrender, and that's when our sinful reactions will also be nullified. So here Krishna has given a solution, but now how many of are really following it? Are we all really following it? I just took an example here. Out of five, only one person may be following like that. So not everybody is following. So Krishna actually came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu form to preach us and tell us how we can actually surrender. And he's not that he alone came, he always come with his associate. In this case, all of them are devotees. He himself is a devotee. And he came and preached that devotion is the how we can perform the devotional service. And so by his activities throughout his life, he has shown us how a devotee should be like. And then he has so many disciples to uh, recover all the pastimes that Krishna has performed with Vrindavan and all those places. And Krishna has and he has given us Hare Krishna Mahamantra as well, which is very simple and easy process. So he simplified the process for us. And then we have the six Goswamis, his disciples, who actually made it more, they have given us more scriptures in a simplified manner such that we can follow and make our lives successful. And when you say successful, then we come into Krishna consciousness. So for that, they have written so many books for us to get into that path. But again, questions remains almost the same. Are we all following it? That's where the problem comes, because the most probably what we like to do is we always try to be encouraged. We want to see a role model, we want to see somebody who does something, and then our mind has to agree that that is achievable. Unless we have that, or unless we see some person is doing like that, we normally don't take that process. So we need somebody who inspire us and guide us. So that's where the pure devotee comes into picture. If you see Srila Prabhupada here, He's trying to help. That's why I try to depict here. So unless pure devotee comes and shows and practically uh, make it practical for us, he guides us how we can progress step by step. There is no way that we can actually take the devotional process. Even Krishna has given us Bhagavad Gita, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu given us easiest process to follow. Unless we have a pure devotee or the senior devotees who keep on guiding us, there is no hope that we can take a right step and progress in devotional path. So now comes the question: who is a pure devotee? There are so many references, and but I took few of them, three of them. A pure devotee is one who is not interested in material topics. So they are not. They mostly don't talk about material topics at all, and they don't have any interest at all on pure devotees. We have seen in Iskcon itself, so many Maharajas. They have so much opulence, but they left all their opulences and joined Iskcon to just serve Prabhupada, and then help help Prabhupada in his mission. So we practically see so many pure devotees in our Iskcon society. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has strictly prohibited his devotees to talk about worldly matters. So that's the pure devotee. We know a pure devotee by his dealings. So he always talk about Krishna. All other topics doesn't interest him much, and he doesn't get into those discussions. Srimad Bhagavatam also confirms this. In an assembly of pure devotees, there is no question of discussing material subjects like politics and sociology. In an assembly of pure devotees, there is discussion only of the qualities, forms, and pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is praised and worshipped with full attention. So they give all their attention to Krishna only, and then they always try to praise and worship Krishna. A pure devotee considers a moment's association with another pure devotee to be far superior to residing in a heavenly planet or merging in Brahman effulgence. So the other quality of a pure devotee, there are 26 qualities of pure devotee. So we are not getting into that. That itself is a big topic to discuss. But these are the primary qualities which we can say that he is a pure devotee. One is material topics, they are not interested in those, and the other one is they always seek the association of other pure devotee. And for them, this heavenly planet, see, normally in Hindu community or any other community, the supreme goal for the pious people is heavenly planet. They know only heaven, and hell is the people who are bad. That's normal. Generally, everybody think and have there in mind. Heaven is the highest, or the place for the pious people. But the devotee doesn't consider heaven to be the ultimate goal. For him, the pure devotional service is the main thing, and they feel so much excitement and happiness in association of other devotee. Even in Chaturshloki Bhagavad Gita, it's been mentioned what devotees do. I mean, out of 4 slokas, 2 slokas talk about devotees only. One, they always take pleasure in discussing about Krishna. Uh, so that's how we know who is a devotee. The topmost benediction for those who are living in this material world and are subject to the repetition of birth and death, transmigration, is association with pure devotees. So for all of us, the topmost benediction, so he is saying we are all subjected to repeated birth and death. The greatest benediction is the association of pure devotees. So this we will realize only again with the association of devotees only. So most of the time throughout our week, 5 days a week, we associate with other people who are not very much interested in devotional path. So whenever we get a chance, I think we should seek the association of devotees. That's when we develop enthusiasm to get into this path. Unless enthusiasm is there, there is no way we can progress in this path, right? So one should search out such pure devotees and remain with them. So we should search out for those devotees, and luckily for us, now we need not search outside. We can search in Google itself and find the temple that is near to us, and every temple have some programs being performed, and we can take the devotees association. But all our especially in Iskcon Coventry temple is conducting so many programs throughout the week. We have something or else, so we can all take that advantage. So now, how to get devotees association? There are so many ways, but I just try to mention three of those here. One is Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada is our pre-eminent Siksha Guru. So he has made, or he had made available so many books for us. He has written, translated so many books for us, and they are all available digitally. Every form it is available now by his followers. And then second is the initiation. So this is the process we connect to the parampara. So without any association, we are not linked to that path. If you see, even in Bhagavad Gita, it's been mentioned, and Prabhupada always keep mentioning it in his purports, that the initiation process is very much required for us to get linked to Krishna and to that parampara. And you can see here there is a Paramatma in both Guru and Shishya there. And it's been said, when you take initiation, that's when the Guru takes off all your sins. That's when you become pure in one sense, because you're clear. That's when your real devotional path starts. Because you see in the, if you go back to the verse again, we have to be clear of all sinful activities to start our devotional path. And the initiating Guru, he is very kind enough to take that burden in one sense from us and make us pure to start holy name. Otherwise it is very difficult to take the holy name of the Lord. And then senior devotees, because we may not be able to take association of our initiated Guru all the time, because they have big missions and they travel across the globe. So what we can take advantage of is senior devotees who have seen this path, and they have gone through this path, and they know all the obstacles in this path, and then they can guide us and help us to progress. So here we can see the Prabhupada has trained all his disciples, and they initially Prabhupada used to sing in that park there. Now after he has trained his disciples, they are all been leading the kirtans, and then they are helping or assisting Prabhupada to propagate Krishna consciousness. So when we talk about Prabhupada has emphasized very much reading his books. So here is one quote which I got from Atmanivedan Swami Maharaj. Actually, the content, most of the content I have taken is from his slides. So this is one from his slide. I am very much stressing on this point that all my students shall be very much conversant with the philosophy of Krishna consciousness, and that they should read our books very diligently, at least 1 or 2 hours daily, and try to understand the subject matter from varieties of angles. So 1 or 2 hours may be very difficult to consider every day, but it's being practically became possible by the senior management in the temple in Iskcon Coventry. They have started conducting daily book reading. So 1 hour at least we read, and then at least half an hour to 1 hour we discuss on those topics. So whatever Prabhupada wanted us to do, it became practically possible now, at least because most of us are working from home. I think we should take the advantage of that. By that, we are covering two. One is associating with Prabhupada and associating with two senior devotees there. And the second one is taking initiation. So Prabhupada in his purport saying in Bhagavad Gita 5th chapter 16th verse, real knowledge can be obtained from a person who is in perfect Krishna consciousness. So we can't take any person as a guru and say that we are initiated. That's just a show of scenario. It's not real way of taking a guru. The guru should be very much in perfect. He should be in Krishna consciousness. He knows the how to guide his devotee, his followers, and he's already been practicing the Krishna consciousness. And therefore, one has to seek out such a bona fide spiritual master and under him learn what Krishna consciousness is. So the only spiritual master can impart that knowledge to us, and we should take the shelter from him. The spiritual master can drive away all nescience as the sun drives away darkness. So this nescience came again here. So our nescience are all the knowledge that we have, which is mostly maybe wrong. So that's all been cleared away by the spiritual master and gives us the real knowledge. So Krishna says surrender, and our first surrender starts when we take shelter or when we take the initiation from a spiritual master. So this is from Chetan Chaitamrita, where the sadhu sang, the important sadhu sang is mentioned. Sadhu sanga sarva shastra kaya lavamatra sadhu sanga sarva siddhaya. So the verdict of all revealed scriptures is that by even a moment's association with a pure devotee, one can attain all success. So again, so we are throughout this presentation, it's all coming back saying the association of pure devotee. So without the association of pure devotee, we can't attain the success in life. So you may become a great philosopher or scientist or whatever. You might be a Nobel orator or Nobel Prize winner or great athletist. Whatever it is, it doesn't make your life success unless you take the devotional path, and you can only take that by association of pure devotee and by surrendering to a pure devotee. So we have seen the lava in the verse. So lava matra means, according to astronomical calculations, lava is 1/11th of a second. So even you take 1/11th of a second of association of a pure devotee, then our life can become successful. In association of pure devotees, by constantly hearing such topics repeatedly, even a person who wants to merge into existence of absolute truth abandons this idea and gradually becomes attached to service of Vasudeva. So even the people who want to merge into Supreme Brahman, they also, by taking the association of pure devotees, will understand Vasudeva is the Supreme and then take the service of Vasudeva. So thank you very much to all for bearing me for this 1 hour. I hope I was able to give some points which are important, I thought. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Haribol, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. So that was really, really nice. We had some nice comments coming through on YouTube. Nice presentation in class. Beautiful slides and presentation. Hare Krishna, Jai Ho. So yeah, it was very well received, and some more comments from Anil here. Hare Krishna, wonderful class, Prabhuji. So that was a really nice verse that you picked. Thank you for that. And the presentation, the slideshow. the presentation and slideshow was very good also. So it was nice to visually see, going through your explanations. It was a very nice way of doing that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so that was a great. There aren't any questions or comments. Other questions. I can't see any. So I think if you're happy to, we can go straight to Aarti then. But we look forward to hearing from you again soon. So that's great. Thank you. And we have Jay Nimai and we have Gurbani. So they'll be singing the Aarti today. And Sachinambra was waiting at the temple. And we'll switch over to Gurbani and Jay Nimai. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol. Jaya Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvashesha Sunyavadi Pashyatai Dishatarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvashesha Sunyavadi Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Priya Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Prabhupada
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, could you do Prem Dhwani, please?
Namaya Vishnupad Pamahansa Pravakacharya Shrimad. His Holiness Pyare Puja Guru Maharaj ki
Jai.
Namaya Vishnupad Pamahansa Pravakacharya Shrimad. His Vanagay Saisi Bhakti Vedanta Jakt Guru Shala Prabhupada ki
Jai.
BBT Furniture Jakt Guru Shala Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Iskcon Coventry Jakt Guru Shala Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Namachar Shala Haridas Thakur ki
Jai.
Six Goswamis of Vrindavan ki
Jai.
प्रेम से कर श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की
Jai.
शिरो नृसिंहदेव भक्त पलार महाराज की
Jai.
श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की
जय।
श्रीलो जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की
जय।
श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा माधव राधा कुकुलानंद राधा रमण राधा मंक बिहारी की
जय।
श्री वृंदावन धाम जगन्नाथपुरी धाम अयोध्या धाम एक चक्र धाम नारु धाम मायापुर धाम की
जय।
ओ ग्लोरी श्री श्यामरी
हरे कृष्णा।
ओ ग्लोरी श्री श्यामरी हरे
Hare
कृष्णा
Krishna.
ओ ग्लोरी श्री श्यामरी हरे
Hare
कृष्णा
Krishna.
All glories to the lordships visiting all the desired devotees program ki
Jai.
Hey, Haribol, that was wonderful. Thank you so much, Gurubani and Nimai and the family. That was fantastic. Nimai, I was really surprised seeing you playing and singing at the same time. That's really hard to do usually. So you did it. You sounded fantastic. And Gurubani, your arti just really transported me back to the temple and just, remembering the times we were all singing in front of the deities and dancing, and that was so nice. So, oh, bless you both so much. It's really, really lovely. Arti, thank you so much. Lovely to see you. Hare Krishna. That was really, really lovely Arti from our young generation there. So it's really nice to see the children developing their skills, since they've been at home on various instruments and doing lovely, lovely kirtans. So that'll be fantastic. Once we're back in the temple, we can hear so many nice new kirtanis from there. So now we have Nrsingadev prayers. So Anil Prabhu will be singing Nrsingadev prayers from London for us. Thank you very much. And we'll be thinking of and praying for all of our Iskcon leaders. I have a slightly older list here. I'm not sure what the current names are at the moment, but the Iskcon Maharajas, His Holiness Jai Patak Swami Maharaj, Indradamna Maharaj, all the Iskcon leaders and gurus. Lord Nrsingadev, please take care of them, and all the other devotees and people suffering around the world, due to coronavirus especially, and other anything else and other things. General well-being of the whole world also. Other Nrsingadev prayers for Vidya Prabhu's Masi, Amasa, Arun Luther and son Brohan, Pradeep Kanyan, daughter Reena, Lucky Roy, Brahmanji Mastaji, Shraddha Mataji, Vijay Mullen, Prem Mullen, Reena Mullen, Pavan Mehta, Gaurahari's mother, Selena's mother, Pushpaji, John Devinder Prabhu and Tamal Prabhu. And also this week, I think it was this week, we had sad news of Samir Prabhu passing away, unfortunately, due to COVID-19, and his mother also contracted COVID. However, she's recovering, which is good. I believe the funeral is tomorrow of Samir, so we'd like to think of Samir Prabhu as well. He did attend our temple quite regularly, and the whole family's been, supporting the temple for many, many years now. And yeah, lovely family. So we'll all think of their family. So over to you, Anil Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Nrsingadev Bhagavan ki jai. Namaste Narasingaya. Namaste Narasingaya. Praladadayine. Hiranyakashipurvakshaya. Shilatanka narkalaye. Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha. Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha. Yato Yami Yato Narsimha. Pahe Narsimha Hirdaye Narsimha. Pahe Narsimha Hirdaye Narsimha. Narasingamatim Sharana Prapale Tava Kara Kavalamare Nakam Adbhuta Shringa Talita Hiranyakashipur Talavingam Kesavatirtha Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tava Kara Kavalamare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam Talita Hiranyakashipur Tanuvingam Kesavatirtha Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narasimha Dev Jaya Narasimha Dev Narsinga Dev Jaya Narsinga Dev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Radha Mata Varade Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Nitai Chan Sachinandana Jaya Nitai Chan Jaya Radha Gokula Nanda Radhe Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladev Jaya Subhadra Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman Jaya Mani Ma Jaya Mani Ma Jagannath Swami Nayana Patakami Bhavatumi Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Guru Maharaj Guru Maharaj Jaya Guru Maharaj Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Shri Narasimha Deva Bhagavan ki jai Bhakta Prahlad Maharaj ki jai Shri Radha Madhav ki jai Shri Sachinandan Nitai Chand ki jai Shri Radha Gokul Nand ki jai Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki jai Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai Shri Radha Shri Mani Ma ki jai Shri Prabhupada ki jai Guru Maharaj ki jai Gaura Premanande Hari Bol.
Haribol. Thank you, Anna Prabhu. How are you keeping?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us on Sunday program. It's always a pleasure to have you. And thank you for your seva also. Every Sunday you pick out really nice videos, classes of Srila Prabhupada for the Srila Prabhupada slot. So that's really well, appreciated. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Jai Hare Krishna. Okay, so that concludes today's Sunday program. So I'd like to thank all the viewers who are watching on YouTube, watching on Zoom. Thank you to all the devotees for joining us today. Just a few announcements. So just a reminder of the deity home visits pre-Janmashtami fundraising event. So that will take place either weekend before or after Janmashtami. We'll let you know soon on WhatsApp. So please do send in your names, book your slots, as there are only a limited number of houses that we can visit. So the minimum donation is £108 for the fundraising event to help the temple. So please do invite the deities to your homes and share the news. So it's a really exciting event. Also upcoming is Balaram Jayanti on the 22nd of August. That's on a Sunday. And then Janmashtami is on the 30th, Monday the 30th of August, which is Bank Holiday Monday. So please keep those dates in mind. Just a reminder, it's also Chaturmasya at the moment. So if anybody would like to book their Borga sponsorships. The temple is accepting a sponsorship of Borga, so that gets offered to the deities every morning and evening every day. So please, all these days during Chaturmasya, please, it's very, very spiritual, very auspicious time. You can book your Borga offerings to the Lordships, whether it's a birthday, anniversary, or just for this pleasure of the Lord. That's very nice. And next Sunday, Sudarshan's kindly reminded me, is the Balgopal Club program. So next Sunday, the whole Sunday program will be done by the Balgopal children. So you'll see the devotee children aged from 2 to 3 years onwards contributing up to the teenagers, like you've just seen Sudarshan and Gurbani. So they'll all be taking full force control of the Sunday program. The theme is Janamashmi and Lord Shri Krishna. So coming up to Janamashmi, there'll be children talking about Lord Krishna and his pastimes, his leelas. They'll be doing all the artis and kirtans. And we have a special new item that they've come up with themselves, which involves an interactive participation of everyone on Zoom. So if that goes well, fingers crossed, look forward to that. And that's it for now. So we'll finish off, we'll conclude today. So thank you all for joining us again, and please join us again next Sunday for the Balgopal Sunday program. Hare Krishna and Pranams.
Nitananda Poti Moro Gaura Chandra Dhana Mora Nitananda Poti Moro Gaura Chandra